لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفر ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. Alhamdulillah, we're back here at our Tajweed class. We're still on the subject of med. We're still dealing with the med. Okay? And we did a few things with mud so far. Okay, we mentioned what types of mud are there. First and foremost, you have tabi'iyya wa far'iyya. You have the natural mud. What is the length of the natural mud? Come on, guys, wake up. Two harakah. Qala, qila, yaqulu. Remember that? Let's go over here. The natural mud. Natural. Don't worry about my hand penmanship. The natural mud or tabi'iyya. Naam, right? Tabi'iyya. Right? It is what? Two harakah. Say qala. Qila. Yaqulu. That's two. That's all it is. Qala, qila. Leave the wall alone. Both of you ladies. Leave the wall alone. Anti wa hiya. Turku al-jidar. يجب أن يكون الأزواج المدير والرئيس يجب, right? So the natural mud is two harakah. Now the far'iyun, now that's it, we're done with that. The far'iyun, the one that is built on top of that one, which is branched off, now that has different types of mud that we're dealing with, right? Right now we're in the one that's called lazim. Right? We dealt with wujub, right? We dealt with jawaz. Now we're dealing with lazim. This one we put off to the end because it says in arada sukun. There's a reason. These come for a sabab. There's no reason here. Now the sabab, the reason when we get to the far'i, now it has to be because of hamza, right? Or a sukun, right? Now we're done with hamza for right now. When we're dealing with lazim, lazim does not have anything to do with hamza. Lazim has to do with a sukun. Okay? Lazim has to do with what? Sukun. Remember last week we dealt with just hamza all the time. Hamza before, hamza behind. What happens when the hamza comes before the letter? If hamza comes and there's a letter of a man, this is badal. If the alif comes and then a hamza, this is what? This is normal. Right? But it's still fara'iyun. And it's still 2, 4, or 6 in some cases, right? Well, actually, this is not going to be 6. There's 2 or 4, and Hafs is only going to be 2 or 4 or 5. And now we're dealing with the sukun. Now when it comes to sukun, the lazim is going to be 6. How many harakah? 6 harakah. And also the thing to note here is that it's called lazim. It's called lazim. What does lazim mean? It sticks. It sticks. Why? Because the mad is going to be there whether you stop or you keep going. Okay? Luzum. It sticks. So whether the stop is a final stop or it's a stop and you go again. What do you mean stop and then you go again? A stop and you go again would be when you have a shidda. Okay? When you have one of those. Okay? Like when we say dal, right? We say wala dallin, right? So here we have a long mud. But do we stop? No, we stop and then we keep going, right? So this, because of this, right here, this is actually lam sukun, lam kasra. But the Arabs love what? I can't hear you. Arabs love abbreviation. So instead of writing lam sukun, lam kasra, they wrote lam shadda kasra. Right? صح? instead of lam sukun, lam kasra, بدل من هذا عندكم lam shadda kasra. صح? نفس المعنى. You got that? You guys? So this is why we're talking about a sukun. So sukun is not just the circle, number 5, or the kha, but it's also the shadda. الحرف وفوقها الشدة.
عندما يكون تكرار للحرف يعني لامين يضعون فقط واحدة ويضعون شدة.
نعم. نعم. حتى نقول لا we say لام شدة لام سكون لام شدة lam shadda, lam kasra. Okay? Or we say lam, or no, we say dad, fatha, lam shadda, dal. Lam kasra li, da, or lam kasra, ya sukun li, dali. And then we keep going like that. So it's dad, fatha, lam shadda, dal, 6. You guys get that? You follow me on that? So this is all types of stops. These three are different types of signs of stops. You following me? So it says, well, this is just a review from last week. وَمِثْلُ ذَا إِنْ عَرَضَ السُّكُونُ وَقْفًا كَتَعْلَمُونَ نَسْتَعِينُ. You guys remember that last week? We said, وَمِثْلُ ذَا, and just like the last thing we were talking about, إِنْ عَرَضَ السُّكُونُ. Why does it say عَرَضَ? عَرَضَ السُّكُونُ means that the sukoon is placed there. You could stop or you might not stop. For example, if you say, نَسْتَعِينُ, right? You could be going, إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدُ وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينُ. What comes next? Ihdinas, right? Ihdinas sirat. So you could say nasta'in ihdinas, right? You could, or you could say nasta'in ihdina. So that's why you say arada. You place the sukoon there, okay? But you could have kept going and joining. Of course, it's preferred to stop. So if you stop, you have to say what here? You say now this construction has a sukoon because what are the letters of mad? Awa. Either awa, right? These are the letters of mad. What we mean by that an alif, waw, and ya. So here goes a ya. And here goes an arad al-sukun. We want it to stop. Even though the noon has a dhamma on it, we want to stop at the end of that word, right? So since we're going to stop at the end of the word, what does that do for nasta'inu? Because nasta'inu, what type of mad is that? If we keep going, it's a natural mud, right? Just like qala qila yaqulu. But if we're going to stop there, it's no longer a natural mud, it's a lazim mud. So if it's like that, then we can stop here on 2, 4, or 5 if we're doing hafs. Nasta'in. And we stop, or nasta'in, or something like that. So now we're dealing with these types of stops. It says, وَلَازِمٌ إِنِ السُّكُونُ أُصِّلَ وَصْلًا وَوَقْفًا بَعْدَ مَدٍّ طُوِّلَ. It says, and here, and the lazim, if it has a sukoon, aslan. What do you mean aslan? This is different from this right here. What happens now? Aslan, meaning the sukoon is there and it's part of the word. Okay? It's part of the word waslan, if you're going to keep reading, wa and waqfan, even if you're going to stop. There's a stop there. You understand what I mean by that? There's a sukoon that's there if you keep reading, and there's a sukoon even if you're going to stop. After the mud, you have to make it tawil. Let's give some examples. Erase this top part right here. Just to make it clear, this out of the sukoon is not going to be lazim. I might have said that's a wrong thing. But even though you have to stop, you can stop 2, 4, 5. It's not going to be called lazim. The lazim is only when that when that sukoon is there aslan, meaning it's part of the original word. Okay? And I'll give you examples of that now. Erase this thing. Hope I haven't confused anybody. Anybody confused? Are you confused? Are you confused? Are you confused?
Erase the red.
Erase all the red. I don't want anybody to get confused with the mud. The mud is the easy thing, but you can get confused in it real quick. Okay, it says here, maddul lazim. The maddul lazim is the one that comes after a harf, astaghfirullah. A letter of mud comes, and after that letter of mud, there's a sukoon. Okay? Now I stated earlier, the sukoon could be an actual stop, or it could be a shadda. Right? Or shidda, whatever you want to pronounce it. You guys with me? An example of that, it comes in 2 types of words. It comes in the word that, erase this please, I'm sorry. It comes in the word that is in one sentence, and it comes in the word that are those, we call it huruful muqatta'a. Huruful muqatta'a. Al-huruf al-muqatta'a are the letters that come in the beginning of a surah. So, for example, one of these would be like this. Okay? So here's one, and the other one would be like this. Okay? Let me get this off. So, these are the two examples that you're going to find for Maddul Lazim. Guys got me? Maddul Lazim coming in one word. As-sakha. Say that. As-sakha. It has to be 6. What's the mud here? 6. Okay? As-sakha. You guys sound real. Raise your voices some. As-sakha. Alif Lam Mim. Alif Lam Mim. Here you have to extend it a little bit. It's like there's a shadda there because what you're saying here in this one, you're saying Lam, and this is 6, and then you're saying Mim, and this is 6. But here you have 2 memes, right? So when you have 2 memes, you have a shadda there, so that's 2. You guys get it? But the first one you're saying alif. So alif, when you say alif, you're just saying the word alif. Okay? Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, brother. Is the qibla this way?
Yeah, the qibla is right here, bro. Take a chair and put it. Are you going to pray down here or upstairs?
I'm going to pray downstairs.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
No problem. So you just say the word alif because it doesn't have a letter of mud. Where's the is there a letter of mud here? Guys, is there a letter of mud? No. So there's no extension. There has to be a letter of mud between 2 regular constant letters. So lam, what's the letter of mud in lam? Alif. What's the letter of mud in mim? Yeah. So here, because of those 2, you only see the letter, but you pronounce it by saying it. These are called huruf al-muqatta'a. Okay? Nuqisa asalakum. Okay? Your honey has been decreased, and that's all the letters of that comes in front of a surah, like alif lam ra, sad, qaf, ayn, kaf, ha, ya, ayn, sad, and those type ha, mim, ayn, sin, qaf. Those are the letters that we call hurufu muqatta'a. They come in front of the surah. You guys familiar with what I'm talking about? No, hurufu muqatta'a are these letters. Say alif lam mim, alif lam ra, sad, qaf, Noon. These letters, then you say Kaf, Ha, Ya, Ain, Sad. These letters right here. Then also, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Then you say Hamim, right? Ain, Sin, Qaf. These are the letters that come in front of all the different surah in the Qur'an. These are the letters. They can be summed up. They can be summed up in one statement. Here goes the statement. Nuqisa, say nuqisa, asa lakum. So you have noon, qaf, sad, ain, sin, lam, kaf, mim. And then you have the hamza of the alif. I don't know where the alif comes in here. Okay? So here it goes. These are the letters. And so that's what you have here. No, I guess there's a ra that's missing also. Hamim. I make a mistake here. Don't follow this. I have to review something right quick in my mind. So, actually, these are the letters that you have here. For this, I know for sure. After following that, just know the ones that have a waw or ya or an alif inside of them, these are the ones that you extend to be 6. You guys follow me? So how would you pronounce this word right here? You see it in front of a surah. How long would you hold it? 6. Now, how would you hold this one?
2.
How? Say it. Would you say Taha? Is that correct? Is that correct?
No.
Come on, guys. You guys are dead. What's up? Wake up. Something.
It's not correct because it's not part of these.
Okay, because it's not part of the letters that make the long sound. So you say Taha, normal, 2-2. All right? Taha, just like that. And you would say ta like this, and you would say ha like this. Taha. Now that's just what it would be like that. But if you saw this letter, what would it be?
This is
6. Why? Because Sad is a representation of this. Sad. Okay? So this would be 6 because there's a letter of mad that's in the middle. So understand, whenever there's a letter of mad, then that way you can drag that sound out to how many harakah? 6. And that's what we're talking about when we say waslan wa waqfan. This is waqfan. Waslan is when we get to words like this. As-sakha, at-tamma. These are long, but you keep on reciting because it has a shadda in the middle of the word. Okay? And because of that shadda, which is actually saying sa, sad, alif, kha, sukoon, kha, alif. Kha, fatha. Okay? So then we're saying as-sakha. Right? And that makes it a mud because there's a stop there between the letter of mud and that sukoon. You guys follow me with that? That's pretty simple how it goes. And there's nothing really more to learn about this except for that you have to know that there are these, erase this right here. The only thing you need to know next is that everything. ولازم وإن السكون أصلا وصلا ووقفا بعد مد طولا. طولا means make it 6. Okay? Now, the only thing you need to know now, erase the whole board, is that these come in 2 types. They come in how many types?
2 types.
So, each one of them, you have kalmi and harfi. Right? Ones that come in a word and one that comes in a harf, in a letter. And that's the only thing that we need to know here at this point. It said that it's a maddul lazim, kalmi, which means it comes in the med that comes in a word, and med lazim harfi, and that comes in a letter. That's just what the terminologies that we're going to use here. Okay? And the med lazim that comes in a word, like we say in the word, we say وَوَجَدَكَ ضَالًا. Right? You guys got that? وَوَجَدَكَ ضَالًا فَهَدَى. You guys with me? That comes in a word. So the lazim's here because of the shadda. And the other one that we're most familiar with when we recite in the Qur'an is those that come, when, as I said, نُقِصَ عَسَلَكُمْ, نُقِصَ. All these letters right here are the ones that you're going to find in the beginning of the Qur'an, like when you see Noon or Qaf, and you see Sad, or you see Ain, Sin, Qaf, or you see Kaf, Ha, Ya, Ain, Sad, these types of things, or Alif, Lam, Mim. These are the letters that come in a harf, and that you drag them out. You guys got me? And only these letters right here. That's what I got confused for a second here. These letters, whenever you see them in the beginning of the Qur'an, and these are the words that hold secrets in, the letters that hold secrets in. We spoke about this when we went over Usul al-Tafsir. No one knows what these words, these letters mean, but to know how to recite them, you drag them how long? 6. Not 4, not 3, not 2, 6. Yes. Okay, this is just يعني هذه جملة هي كيف نذكر الحروف مقطعة التي تأتي في بداية الصور لها مد لازم 6 حركات، فهي النون والقاف والصاد والعين والسين واللام والكاف والميم، وهي زيادة الحروف مثل الطاء والحاء وألف، لكن هذه زيادات ليست فيه الطول والمد. فهمت؟ ليس فيه مد. فهذا نقص عسلكم، عسل نعرف هو عسل، هي فقط تذكيرية. عسل تعرف عسل يعني يا عسل عسلكم. نعم، جعلناها جملة مفيدة لنذكر يعني الناس. مفهوم؟ Asalukum.
أسألكم
Asalukum. Naam.
It's not the raw missing
Huh?
here.
Naam.
It's not the raw missing here. Is
No, ra is not, okay, ra is also, but ra is not a letter that you drag. What's missing from here is alif. What's missing from here is ra or ha. Okay? Ta and ha. Okay? These letters here also are part of the letters that come, or hurufu muqatta'a, but they're not part of the letters that we have to worry about. Because these letters do not have a long vowel sound in them. You say the letter alif. You say ra. Alif, lam, ra. But you don't say ra, taha. Right? Taha, not taha. Taha, hamim, yasin. Okay? So we're missing ya here also. Okay, so these are the letters that we have, but these are the ones that we utilize for long vowels. So make the distinction. What's the distinction? Is that the ones that have, like say noon, you're actually saying noon like this. And so the wow is the long vowel. When you say qaf, you're saying qaf. So the alif is the long vowel. Okay? When you say mim, you're saying it, and the ya is the long vowel. So because of that wow, that alif and that ya, the letters of awa, that's why we extend it out and we say noon, qaf, sitta, mim. And just so we can learn, when you do that to practice this as a tajweed thing, go like this with your nose. It should not be in your nose. You shouldn't say no. It shouldn't be like that. It should be noon. You hear the difference? As opposed to no, it shouldn't be there. It should be here. Noon. You guys understand me? Even though probably still you couldn't hear most of it. Or me. It shouldn't be me. You see, me. I'm exaggerating. But it should be here in your mouth. Meme. You guys get me? So that should be something you practice with, but that's basically the rule. And that's basically what we're going to deal with today. Kalmiyun is the ones that come in a word like dhallan or wala-dhalleen. And those words like that, sakha, you know, wat-tam, you know, those like that. And these come in the letters like alif, lam, mim, wa ma ashbaha dhalik. That's our lesson for today. Unless there's some confusion. If I confuse you guys on this issue? I confuse you? No, serious. Because only thing you need to know is this, is 6. To keep it real simple, only thing you need to know is that the mad that comes after a shadda or comes in the letters that come in front of a surah is 6 harakah. Okay? And the way you notice it is if it has the squiggly line. Okay? If it has a squiggly line, you know. This right here, it should have a squiggly line just like that. Then you know. Outside of the fatha. So you know that when you see that squiggly line, what do you know? 6. Same thing. When you see this, it's going to be kaf, ha, ya, ain, sad. That's how it's going to be. So whenever you see this way, it's going to say noon. If you don't know anything else, learn the squiggly line. Okay? We good? أقول قولي هذا استغفر الله لي ولكم والسلام عليكم